Hello students, this is Nilofer Miss, your SS teacher. Today we are going to continue with chapter 20, disaster management, and our next point is rescue operations during gas leakage. So what to do? First, install modern warning system for getting advance information about gas leakage. So we have to keep any of the alarm so that we would get the information about the gas leakage. Second, predetermine the high level measures for safety in factories and support it. If the gas leaks during its transfer, the gas tanker should be driven away from human settlements. As soon as possible, it should be driven away from the human settlements where the residential area is there. So, it should be driven away, far away from that area. Observe the wind direction and run into its opposite direction. You have to observe what is the wind direction, and you have to run opposite direction, not in the direction where wind is weighing. Do not treat breathlessness, burning eyes, etc. by yourself, but seek medical guidance immediately. Okay, don't treat yourself. Fainted or weak people should be immediately shifted from the affected area. Inform fire brigade and police. Park the vehicles in such a way that they do not obstruct the vehicles of rescue operations. Okay, these were the things what you have to do. Now what not to do? During rescue operations, persons who are not associated with the work should not gather around. It means if there is not any need of yours, just move away from there. Don't gather there. Do not enter the affected area till the area under gas leakage is declared totally safe by the authorities. Do not join the rescue operation without proper training in rescue operations and necessary equipments. Then comes viral diseases. When a large number of people over much wider area become victim of any disease, it is called epidemic. People lose their lives due to the disease. There is a faster increase in the number of patients of viral diseases than the general diseases. Till today, thousands of people have been victims of diseases like dengue, Ebola, swine flu, influenza, etc. And now we can add in that corona also. These diseases are very much feared. Everybody is afraid of these kind of diseases. In earlier times, lakhs of people were victims of plague. However, such deadly diseases are controlled now with the help of scientific inventions and antiviral vaccines for safety. Along with it, with new viral diseases and those diseases which cannot be cured by traditional medicines, there is always a danger of widespread deaths or mankind. See now, we are just now in danger of corona because we are not getting any medicine of it till now. So, those diseases are giving widespread death. During the plague epidemic of Surat in September 1994 and recently swine flu and dengue epidemics, many agencies took preventive steps to prevent deaths. So these were about the viral diseases. Now safety remedies for viral diseases. If these kind of diseases are there just now also it is like that. So what to do? Safety remedies for our safety. What can we do to keep ourselves safe? So an important step to be safe from viral diseases is to be vigilant about infection. Secondly, people should be acquainted with the reasons, results and safety about diseases through propaganda and transmissions. Take the anti-disease vaccines if there are. Arrange for a special separate ward for patients' treatment. Take steps as per the guidelines and instructions issued by World Health Organization and international institution to curb the viral diseases. Okay, these were the remedies we can do. And the next point is terrorist attacks. We all know that since last decade of the last century, the terrorist activity in the entire world has become very much wicked. In reality, terrorism does not care for any race, community or a region. They are not having any community, they are not having any region or race. It is the enemy of mankind. The immoral destructive acts performed by a people by a person or a group is called terrorism. Inhuman acts like destruction of property, creating an atmosphere of fear and thereby draw attention towards their demands, genocide, abduction, etc. are terrorists' weapons. It means what they do, they give fear to the atmosphere, and their demands are like that if you will, maybe the person are in prison, and so they will demand to the government that leave our person, then only we will stop this. Nowadays, the terrorism has spread in many countries of the world. In recent times, no country is safe from terrorism. Here we will see some terrorist acts of the world. On 9th September 2001, a series of suicidal attacks were made in USA by a terrorist organization. About 19 terrorists hijacked 4 passenger jet planes, of which 2 planes were dashed against the Twin Towers in New York City. Due to this, all passengers on board and many people working in these towers were killed within few minutes. Many people were injured and their houses collapsed. Of the other 2 planes, one dashed with the Pentagon and the other dashed into a farm in Pennsylvania. There was no survivor from these 2 planes. In this attack, about 3,000 people were victimized and more than 6,000 were injured. So it was about on 9th September 2001, it happened in USA. Now next one, on 13th December 2001. 5 terrorists from one terrorist organization attacked the Indian Parliament building and took the complex under its ban by firing without any restraint. Indian army soldiers staked their lives and defied the plan of nation's enemies to dissolve the parliament, which is like a holy temple of democracy. About 8 security guards became martyrs and 16 were wounded. So it happened on 13th December 2001. Now comes on the night of 26th November 2008. A series of bomb blasts and firing took place near well-known hotels and some important places in Mumbai at a regular interval. About 137 persons were injured. In some well-known hotels, the terrorists kept many people under custody. The central government sent 200 NSG, it means National Security Guards, commandos, 50 military commandos and 5 battalions to control the situation. After 2 days of struggle, all the terrorists equipped with modern armaments were killed. So it happened on 26th November 2008. Now comes 2014. In December 2014, about 141 persons, including 132 innocent students, were killed in a terrorist attack on an army school located in the cantonment area of Peshawar in Pakistan. Now, in such situation, what to do? Inform the police about any doubtful behavior of any person. If you feel any person behaving like that, you inform the police that time only. Do not touch any unclaimed thing in public places such as shopping malls, cinemas, gardens, religious places, etc. Cooperate in security check for safety reasons. If you rent your house, register it with the nearest police station. This is required under legal provisions. It is compulsory to do this. You have to register with the nearest police station that who is living in your house. Public places should be well equipped with CCTV cameras. While traveling in a bus or train, if any person is noticed leaving his luggage behind, inform the responsible authorities immediately. If your neighbor is single, does not mingle with local people, is working on computer till late night, then inform the police about his or her behavior. If you find anybody like that in your neighborhood, that the person is living alone, nobody in his or she is not talking to others, not mingling with others and working till late night on computer. So this is behavior which is weird. You have to inform the police. Inform police about unclaimed vehicles. Okay. Now what not to do? Do not accept any goods or parcel from any unknown person. Do not rent your house to an unknown person without thorough inquiry about him. Do not sell your home, mobile phone, or a vehicle to any unknown person. Okay? Now, riots. This problem is faced by many countries in the world. If we examine the general characteristics of any riot, it is noticed that most of the persons are not aware of its root cause or purpose. Nobody knew why it happens. Their presence is only for crowding or for imitation. Such crowd which gathers without any common purpose or interest seems to disturb the peace intentionally. Such riots make the administrative setup which is established by law unstable. Sometimes when such riots take a political color and turn into a revolt or are transformed into a communal riot, the social well-being and harmony are at risk. Innocent citizens have to suffer a lot due to such riots. Life sustenance of laborers becomes very difficult. Moreover, a lot of life and property are damaged. It creates a challenge to maintain the unity and integrity of the nation. So, to maintain the unity and integrity of the nation, what you will do? And if such situation occurs, that time what to do? So, first of all, prevent talks which spread rumors and violence. Form a peace committee in your residential area and be actively involved. Perform your civil duties by helping those affected by the riot. Now what not to do? Do not be instrumental in spreading rumors. Do not violate the instructions of or curfew declared by the authority to maintain law and order. Do not believe and spread baseless talks appearing in social media. So dear students, today we'll keep up to here. Further we'll see in our next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.